So today I'm sharing how to make this disco bow garland for Valentine's Day. I figured I'd try a longer form video to kind of give you more details on how to make it yourself. So I like to use alcohol ink. I specifically use the Ranger ink by Tim Holtz, Ranger brand alcohol inks. I feel like they have the best vibrancy of color. Anyway, I use a makeup sponge and douse it with the alcohol ink and then just dab it and smear it onto the disco tiles. As you can see, it's not perfect, but once you shape these into a bow, you can't really tell that it's not like a solid coat of color. It just works perfectly. Then I peel off the backing on the disco tile sheets. It's adhesive on the back, and I stick it to the back of a piece of glitter cardstock that kind of matches. This gives the bow structure and helps you fold it well. And then I just cut that out with, you can use scissors or an X-Acto knife. And now I'm going to cut it into my bow pieces. So this is a 30 piece by 10 piece strip. I need 2 of those for the top portion of the bow. And then the leftover piece, I'm just gonna cut that in half and then cut off a little strip on the bottom that I can use, like you can see in this pink bow, the red strip that just goes across and kind of secures all of the pieces together. So here I am using my X-Acto knife to do that, and then just trim off the extra, kind of cut this not great, but there I have all of my pieces for my bow, and now I am going to make the top portion of the bow. Oh, I guess at first I used some scissors to cut off that extra paper that I did not cut well with my X-Acto knife. So don't worry if you mess up on cutting, you can fix it. It's all mendable. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue the top portion. So you're just gonna wanna put a little dab of hot glue into each of the corners and fold those over towards the middle to kind of create the pucker part of the bow. And you're gonna do this on both sides of the, on the piece there, both sides of the piece. Oh, I need another glue stick, sorry. I'm trying to mouth over what's going on. Okay, so do this to the other side, fold those both in, and then you're gonna add some more hot glue and fold this in half to create 1/2 of your disco bow. Now you're gonna repeat that with the other section. Let's see, hold that in place till it's cool. And you can see this is why you need that cardstock kind of to give it structure and have it be able to like lift and make that bow shape. Okay, so now you're going to repeat that on the other piece to create the other half of your bow. And then again, just add your hot glue, fold it over, kind of hold it in place till the glue sets. And now you're going to want to use more hot glue to glue these 2 pieces together. Now this won't be super secure, but it'll be enough that you can finish making the bow, and that's why we have that little strip to kind of hold everything together at the end. So there we go, just glue those 2 together, let it set, and then you're going to glue on the tails. You can flip this over. I just like to find what side looks the best to keep that as the front. Anyway, use more hot glue, glue on these 2 tails. Make sure that they're facing forward and the glitter cardstock is on the back. And then you're gonna flip it over again, and you're going to use a piece, that little strip, to secure everything. You can see how it's kind of loose still, but now once you can add like a lot of hot glue here, and this really helps secure it together. So you glue that on the front, and then you're gonna flip it over and hot glue it to the back. And this kind of pinches all of the pieces together there, as you can see, and really secures the bow. Oh, needed a little bit more hot glue. I mean, you really want a decent amount of hot glue to hold this whole thing together. All right, there we go. I have my 2 bows. I'm gonna make a 3rd one in red, and now I'm gonna sew it all together. So I'm using fishing line because this can really hold, like these bows are fairly heavy with this glass disco tiles. So I'm using fishing line and a needle to sew through some disco hearts. I sell these along with the disco tile sheets in my online shop, kylerchic.com. And then I'm just going to sew through right between the 2 tiles and then through the paper to create the garland, and then just tie the ends in little loops, and you can string it up and hang it for Valentine's Day. So it turned out so cute. I hope you love it as much as I do.